Girl,
Everybody
it's packed out here tonight.
Please follow the one line, please.
I told you.
IDs out. I need to see IDs. Thank you, ladies. Welcome to Park Ave.
Excuse me. Hello? Can you move? What? Excuse me. Oh my God. You ready to go? Girl, I've been ready.
Well, hey, girl, hey.
We've been on a tragedy for once. Why can't you agree with me for one time? Just maybe we can be on chill tonight. That's my other grown woman song at 35.
I don't even know what that song is.
That's Wale and Miguel.
Yeah, I'm old.
Maybe I can be you chill, and we've been on a tragedy for once. Why can't you agree with me for once? That's my other
Bless.
big grown woman song.
Bless.
But hey, girl.
Hey, girl, hey, I'm with it. I don't think I listen to the radio enough. I think I listen to my title too much because I don't know new songs.
Girl. Wale just came out with an album a couple weeks ago. Yeah. Good song. Anyways.
How's your week going? Oh, it's been 2 weeks. Has it been 2 weeks?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
It's been 2 weeks.
And sorry about that last episode, guys. I really tried. I genuinely tried. I could not fix it to save my life. We sound like the Chipmunks. It was blurry. So I cut it off right before it got too crazy. So sorry about that. But I genuinely couldn't fix it. I was about to toss this computer because when I can't fix something and I don't know why, I be ready to, like, me and electronics be going through it. So this whole computer was about to be in somebody's garbage can. But I end up editing it enough where you guys got like 30 or 40 minutes or something of another. But that was beyond my control. But we're back. We're here.
We're live.
We're here. We're popping. We're live, whore. So how was your couple of weeks?
Good. I finally moved some furniture around in my place. Mm-hmm. Work has been good.
That's good.
I met Frankie Beverly.
Oh,
I
yeah.
Met Frankie.
You make me happy.
Yeah. So he came into Sugars.
Mm-hmm.
And it was so funny because we're doing a jazz night and the lady was just like, we got a very special guest in the house. Hopefully he gonna bless us with, a couple of songs. So they started playing his music.
Which one? We Are One.
So then he just went like this. He put his hand in the air. He said, no. I don't get paid for this.
Let him know. Frankie got to preserve that voice too. He's been saying that. He's been singing them songs for like the past 20 years.
So I had went to the table because the owner was like, man, you need to go to the table. I'm like, man, I don't want to bother that nigga like that. I don't want to bother Frankie like that. So I ended up going to the table, and he was like, can you give me a margarita? I said, you want salt? No salt. No salt. No salt.
Check your health, Frankie.
So I made him a margarita, and then I dropped it off at the table. He said, thank you, sweetheart. He looked like he got his teeth done, so he had definitely teeth, right?
Teeth are newer than his body.
But he a cool-ass nigga, man. He was sipping on that margarita. And then when I came back, I texted his manager, and I was just like, can I take a picture with him? I don't want to be to see, like, celebrities like that.
You just don't want to bother people in their free time. I don't want to
bother people like that.
I feel that way too because it was like just a few people I've seen in life. And it's just like, I think the only person... No, I still don't even think if I seen Janet Jackson, I would like harass her for a picture if we weren't in like a space like that.
Jay-Z, yes.
I don't really like doing people like that, especially now because people be with their kids. Mm-hmm. And like you hear a lot of interviews where people be like, hey, you leave me alone when I'm with my family. Like, I'm just trying to get through the goddamn airport.
Yeah. No, nothing like that.
I'm just trying to eat.
Yeah, but I was just like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to get this. It's Frankie.
We are one.
And so I asked his manager if I could take a picture. So when I went back to the table, I said, Mr. Frankie, can I take a picture with you? He's like, yes, girl, of course. So he was smiling from ear to ear. I said, did you like your margarita? He said, girl, you did your thing on that margarita. I told you he about this tall. He little. Oh, he little.
I told you he related to Keita and Monique.
Yeah, you did.
And I told her always when they tell me that, because I was like, I want to come to y'all family reunion because I'm just very curious to know if he at the family reunion, do y'all play his music? Like his music is a family reunion like playlist. So do y'all play it? Is he entertained by it? Does he perform it?
He doesn't even want to hear it.
He probably hates y'all actually. I was like, let me go to y'all function because let me tell you something.
But he was a cool ass nigga, man. So that was really the highlight of my week last week.
That's good.
I got to meet Frankie, and then Lila James came in the next night.
We came that night.
What? When Lila James?
I mean, I didn't end up going in because you needed a ticket to go in.
Oh yeah. So Lila James came the next night. She was real cool. So it was really a good week, and I moved my furniture around, so I was happy about that. And so yeah. That was pretty much it.
That's good.
And what about you?
Y'all, I was trying to see if I had a good story. I don't. Let me see. I ain't do shit.
Keep it transparent.
Because I really didn't do nothing. I've been chilling. I really took a break for this whole year. I took a break my break last year was kind of forced. This weekend I was tore up to the floor up though. That's when we was barking in Missouri City. That's when we came to some sugars. But I've been chilling. Work. Trying to not get snatched. And put into a sex traffic scheme or whatnot.
A pyramid scheme?
I was call it a Ponzi scheme too. But yeah, because I was watching the news today. I didn't realize that Houston was like ground zero to like sex trafficking. Like
in Katy, they just busted like 40 people in Katy.
I'm thinking because of the border.
I don't know.
I'm thinking because of the Mexican border a bit.
But the border is like 4 or 5 hours from here.
Because where are they sending people to?
I don't know. Vegas? That's what I would think.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like Vegas has a lot of underground.
I just don't understand. I was thinking, but maybe that's drugs. So I was thinking the border, maybe selling stuff. So that's probably just drugs. Because I guess Anyways, either way, just try not to be snatched.
Yeah, watching your back.
And it's very stressful. It's very stressful to not try to leave my house at the same time in the morning. It's very stressful to have to turn around every 5 seconds to make sure nobody is following me.
And you have to have your big key out.
It's a whole lot of work. It's a whole lot of work when I have a couple of bags in my hands and I'm just trying to get from point A to point Z. It's very hard when I'm in an Uber and I just want to get home buzzed and drunk.
Have you felt unsafe in an Uber? No.
But what I have done lately is stop riding my Uber so buzzed because, you ride Ubers trying not to drink and drive.
Yeah.
And then it's like a comfort zone knowing that somebody else is driving you. So you might even drink even more because it's like, I'm taking an Uber. And then the next thing you know, you kind of halfway don't remember your Uber ride home, but you got home. So I was just like, you gotta be a bit aware of these Ubers. So I think I just seen a story with some girl who said that they tried to take her to another location.
A Lyft. It was a Lyft driver.
And like you be in your phone, you be minding your business. You don't really, if it's not me going directly, especially if you're going to a place you don't know the location, so you don't know which streets they're gonna take. It's easy for somebody to take you somewhere you ain't supposed to be at.
Girl, when I went to Atlanta and I left the airport, I had to get a Lyft driver. I put in the address and I was
like, you double check it.
I was following the route that the address was giving me. I was following his route.
I said that to my homegirl. I was like, at this point, when you go places that you aren't sure of, you need to kind of like look at like the main streets around it. You just kind of have to be aware of your surroundings.
Yeah.
Because if it's not you going to a place that you used to going to,
yeah,
one wrong turn and your ass is down an alley.
You in Dunville.
You're right. And your ass is being sex trafficked, which is just it's so many people who willingly sell pussy. Why are y'all forcing people into sex trafficking? Like, that's what annoys me too. It's so many people, willing participants in sex work. Willing. Who will literally freely give a price and be like, okay, cool. Can you manage my vagina for me?
No problem.
Why are y'all getting Sarah with 4 kids who is a secretary?
And just taking her.
Just taking her. Why are you getting Suzette, who's a college student from goddamn Minnesota? Like, what? So many people willingly would tell you that they will do sex work. Because you know what sex work is? It's real work.
Fucking for a buck.
And you know, I'm not judging. I'm just saying, oh, speaking of that, girl, let me tell you how some girl almost got her ass smooth cussed out because I was in a bad mood anyway, too. And I have to stop myself because I know sometimes I be like, bitch. On Recover Party Girls, I posted this post, which I thought was hilarious.
Well, I think I know what you're talking about.
I thought it was dead. I hollered.
Somebody said this is. I think I know exactly what you're talking about.
The guy says his name was Bevan, not Kevin, on IG. He said, "quote My body's a temple, a bitch with 73 bodies." And then the girl behind him commented or retweeted him and commented, "Young Moody." She said, "Got a lot of worshipers," with a shrug. Now I don't know how. What the hell was this bitch name?
I saw that.
I don't know how. Oh, wait.
Because I saw you comment.
Because I'm confused on how the fuck y'all be. Like, how do y'all correlate stuff? Like, the life of me don't understand how y'all make 1 + 1 = 5. Like, I really be goddamn confused. And I read some of the comments and I be want to break down and explain shit. But then I realize I don't have time to explain shit to stupid people. And I know I start getting sarcastic when I know people aren't getting it. So I just save myself and y'all from my wrath. But this bitch, CHR Charleston, says, "Damn, this is a very ugly thing to post. We don't have to slut shame." Bitch, where was I slut shaming? How did you not read the second post and... What? It'll be different if I posted just what he said and left it. But I literally laughed at the fact that the girl said, "Got a lot of worshipers." And I feel her. Your body is a temple. And let whoever wants to worship, keep your doors open, sis. Let them praise. Let them shout. Let them speak in tongues. Let them parade all in the church. I care less what your temple is doing. And anybody who listens to this show knows...
It's not so serious. It's that thing serious.
And I was on page just for my peer review. I was like, y'all are so stupid. I was like, can y'all... And I be really wanting y'all to do me favors and unfollow so bad. I really... And I know that sounds terrible because it's like...
But it's just like... Y'all know we're not serious, right?
A, we're not serious. And B, did you not swipe? Got a lot of worshipers.
We didn't catch the whole joke.
The whole joke didn't go? But you know, comedy is subjective. So since I know comedy is subjective, if you don't find the shit funny, find yourself an exit. Really that simple. Find you an exit very fast. Like, I encourage you to. And sometimes I help y'all. I don't even block y'all. I just make y'all unfollow the page because they have so many options on this little thing here where you don't have to block people. You can restrict them. You can remove them from following you. All these beautiful things IG added for dumb people like that so I don't have to have my blood pressure rose. Like, girl, what?
But y'all gotta stop that because we literally be like on some
laughing,
funny shit.
I be dying. Every blue moon, I'll give a real post about real life. But
90% of the time,
I'm hollering. Got a lot of worshipers. And I read it just like that. Shit, got a lot of worshipers. That's exactly how I read it. Because I'm like, that's funny. You don't have to slut shame. What?
You're not... Okay.
Did you swipe left?
Do you feel attacked?
Do you feel attacked? And who the fuck is we? Because the only we on Recovering Party Girls is me and Adriana. And see, I was about to say that, but then I felt like I was going too far. Because, bitch, who are we?
Yeah.
We is me and Adriana. I don't know no we with you, bitch. We're strangers. Okay? But that's mean. And I know that's mean. That's why. So I be stopping myself because I be looking like y'all literally. Y'all don't be knowing, girl. I'll have one foot on your fucking neck in a minute. You.
Not that serious, guys. Not that serious. I would hate
to have to do it. I would hate to put my foot on your neck and then laugh because half the shit I say be funny.
It does.
Girl, slut shame match. I'm like, wow. You don't listen to the show.
We're all sluts, sis.
Yeah. Wow. Have you seen these videos? Have you not?
Have you heard anything about it?
Have you watched these videos? When I've been going through the videos, I'd be like, how did we even in here? So my vagina. Wait, what? I just asked where you're from. I don't. How did your vagina become a factor? Just ask where you were from. But outside of that, good sis says, be safe, have a buddy system, which sometimes it's hard when you're grown and you're, an adult.
At least let people know where you're at.
You definitely need to let people know where you're at. I have a friend who's going out of town now, and I'm like, listen, I won't say her name because she will kill me. But
is she going to see a nigga?
She is. But what I did tell her, no, it's like it's a dude she met here, but he lives in another city. He lives in Dallas. I don't think you care about that. He lives in Dallas. So, and I'm not against that because, like I said, I've done a lot of random, I've done a lot of traveling, especially like between like 18 and like 26 when I for real didn't have money and I was going off with like niggas I didn't really know and I kind of knew, or my homegirl knew them, or my homegirls cousins knew them.
You're taking chances.
Yeah, just a flight. Oh, we just got to drive to Miami. Oh, we just need to drive to Atlanta. Oh, you gonna book a flight to California? I did a lot of traveling when if something really would have went left, I really didn't have like the money to get myself up out of it. But like I was telling her, I'm like, okay, we're at a point now. I mean, niggas are snatching people up. That is sad. That is very sad. And can y'all stop snatching people up? But I was kind of like, please. I told her, like, well, we're in a place now where if you feel uncomfortable, you have the money to do what you need to do. You know what I mean? We're working adults at this point. It's not like back in the day, which God has watched over me completely, because I put a lot of stunts in my day. I'm talking about drinking and driving like 4-hour rides. We were insane. So I was just like, now we just at a point where at least if something happens, you can afford to mind your business.
Or well enough, we have enough sense to get around trip.
Yeah, like stuff like that. It's like stuff like it was just some stuff I did that I'm surprised. And so I was telling her that. So I also did tell her though, I'm like, anytime you think about it, just send me an emoji. I don't have to be in your business. You don't have to tell me what you're doing exactly. You don't have to give me details. Just every couple hours, a few hours, just send an emoji, a thumbs up, electric plug, the star, the snowman, Santa, anything. I don't need a specific emoji either. Just send the first emoji you hit. Just send it my way so I'll know everything's cool and copacetic.
Yeah.
And outside of that, we got all his information. And
first name, last name,
first name, last name. I was like, take a picture of his license plate.
Yeah.
Found his house on Google Maps. Yep. Okay. If anything, listen, keep that cell phone on because they hit cell towers. If you start feeling funny, send me your location. I can follow you, sis. How do we need to do this? Make sure your phone is charged because cell towers.
Make sure your phone is charged.
Cell towers need to hit, sis.
At least one person. I feel like even like when I went to Atlanta and I told myself, okay, one person at least needs to be on the phone with me on speaker so they know that person knows that because I thought about that shit. Like,
dude, I
have no idea. I don't know shit about Atlanta. So like, I'm just entrusting that this person is going to follow the map. Right? So I have to be on the phone and let him know that there's motherfuckers that care about me. Because you know how when you watch the movies about kidnappers and shit, they make you feel like don't nobody care about you.
Listen.
But you know, you got to make sure somebody knows where you're at all times. Send drop a pin, send a location.
Listen, let me tell y'all something. If I ever come up missing, Kim is on it. I'm sad. I'm sad for the person who ever tried to snatch me. My mom had to come down to Texas. Like, my mama might find me before the FBI. My mama don't play that shit at all. But, blessings. Everybody just be safe. It's
real out here.
And you might get shot too. It's just so much. You might get snatched or shot. It's just so much going on. I don't know what to tell you at this point. Girl, like I was scared in like the grocery store the other day. I was like in a grocery store, like I think because earlier that day they had just like some guy had just shut up like Walmart
again.
Well, not shut up. Well, essentially he was trying to get his girlfriend, his ex-girlfriend, her boyfriend, and he killed himself, which pisses me off when they kill themselves. But I was like in the grocery store thinking like, damn, people really just be walking in here in these grocery stores having shootouts for no damn reason.
But I'll be watching people. Like when I go into HEB, because HEB is my favorite spot.
I just want to get my boar's head turkey. Cajun to be exact.
Like what am I going to do? How am I going to hide? Where are they going to find?
Girl, why? I just want to... Y'all just make it really hard to just live life. So, blessings. And then the girl, Alexis Crawford, rest in peace, girl.
Yeah, that was fucked up.
Jordan Jones get her ass whooped. Even though I don't think that story that's circulating is what happened. But
which one? The first part, the where she went and filed a report, or the second part?
I believe that. So what I got from, because it's multiple stories out there, of course. What I got was Jordan Jones's boyfriend, who I can't even think of his name right now, sexually assaulted her roommate and friend, Alexis Crawford. And the thing is, when she did the report, from what I read on the report, she made it clear that she blacked out. So here's the thing. I think I talked about this before about like being too drunk and you can't remember nothing. One thing I do know, I watched this documentary called The Hunting Ground on Netflix. For them to solve like rape cases and sexual assault, especially in like those type of spaces when you say you're blacked out, is very hard because somebody can come in and be like, well, I don't know what she's talking about. She got on me. So, but one thing I do know is that you don't get away with murder like that. You could. So if y'all
can get away with
the assault and the rape, essentially, and that's not me talking shit. That's actually that's facts. And she did say, like, he touched on her. Then she said she blacked out. Somewhere along the line, she blacked out in his bathroom, and then
her pants were off or something like that.
Yeah, her pants were off, and he got up, and the girls met. Whatever the case might be, but she did say that she blacked out. But so one thing, if you strangle that girl behind her going down and reporting sexual assault, you're a effing dummy anyway. Because that's one thing you probably could have. And not saying people should get away with it, but statistically, that's one of the things that are very hard to prosecute when there's stories about blackouts and just different moving parts to that. So after she reported, they said 3 days later she became missing. The report after that I read was her and the girl Jordan Jones got into a fight in her apartment. The boyfriend jumped in and strangled her. And then it came out saying that he said that Jordan doubled back and got a black plastic bag and put it over her face while he was strangling her. Now, I don't think I believe that. I think he chokes her out by accident. I don't think it was an intent to kill. I think it was more. I watch a lot of that, like For My Man and stuff like that. You know, a lot of them
just in the moment.
Yeah, a lot of them stories be like they was fighting and then somebody would choke somebody, but then you forget that you like Incredible Hulk and you on this girl's throat. And so I think once that happened, I think panic ensues. It's like, well, you fought her and we both going down because this. And I think it kind of went into like that mode. And that's just me. And maybe I watched too much For My Man and, you know, they dramatize everything. And maybe that's pretty much where my mind is at. But either way, one thing I do know is don't kill nobody around me. I'm gonna tell it. I'm not even gonna tell in front of you. You gonna be going into panic. I'm just gonna call 911. Because one thing I know about 911, they'll drop your location and come knock on the door anyway. So me and you just gonna be sitting there with a dead body when the police show up, and I will politely go to jail and explain myself. So yeah, I'm the one who called you. I don't want to say nothing because I thought he was gonna choke me out too. But so this is what happened. Me and her got a fight because she was trying to mess with my boyfriend. I think he was trying to protect me. I didn't tell this nigga to. Like I would be.
I didn't tell this nigga to do it.
Yeah, I told this nigga to get off her. And then I said, he told me to get that box. I was scared, so I got the box and I called you. But then he came in the room. That's why I ain't say nothing. But I knew if I called the police, that y'all would show up. So that's why we here. Any more questions?
It wasn't me, sis.
That's. I'm sorry. Like I'm not. Don't call me for shit. Nothing like that. Because all they did was put that, which is terrible. I think they the way they describe it felt like that big Walmart plastic bin. You know, like the big Tupperware, basically. And then they put her like in the woods. And it's like, but then, girl, you sit there and talk to that girl family.
Yeah, like you knew what happened to her.
Don't talk to my mom if you know you killed me. Like, block her. Like, don't disrespect my mama like that. Do not disrespect my family like that.
At what moment does it cross your mind you're putting a bitch's body into a bin?
But I kind of think that it went like on them episodes of For My Man and stuff. Oh, shit. Sorry, y'all. On them episodes of For My Man and stuff, it really be like the panic of it all. Like, we're in this together because it happened while we both were here, even though I was the person to do it. So you're gonna be an accomplice. You're gonna be something. It's like, no, girl.
But you can still get cleared of charges.
You still can. They can charge you. You still can walk away scot the fuck free. And that would be me down to the police station. Hi, my name is Ebony McDaniel. Where are you originally from? With my ID, telling everything. So yeah, I had on some blue Nikes, a pink t-shirt. I had on some lace panties. We had just came from Publix. I had got a Boar's Head sub. I would be giving facts that they didn't even need to know. Like, they would be, man, can you just get to the point? We don't need...
I just want to give you a back.
Okay, just in case. So I'm not gonna lie, I was upset. We were listening to Wale's new album, and I was
upset.
I was upset. I did. I was like, so when we got into it, it was a scuffle. Listen, next thing I know, he jumps in. I told him to get off her because even though we were fighting, I understand a man hitting a woman is wrong, Mr. Officer, sir. Officer. Like,
Sergeant.
Lieutenant.
Detective.
FBI agents. APD. Like, you're crazy as hell. I done told that shit so fast.
It was for her man.
Listen, we've had this conversation before.
Y'all better stop going to jail behind these niggas.
I told y'all I was dating that guy, 2 years ago at this point? The one with the plane ticket. When his baby mama called me and said she'll do anything for that man, I politely knew my time was done. I was like, hey sis, I hope you guys live a good life, get married.
It ain't me.
It ain't that the word anything is too strong. I just
That's strong.
Anything? A gun? A knife? Strangle me? Sit out like slashing my tires.
Box?
Listen, slashing my tires is bad enough. I be offended off stuff like that now. Like, thank God I'm kind of
You passed it.
I am. You know, I have not had no nigga drama in a minute. But that's because I haven't been taking like niggas seriously. Thank God. But anyways, it's a whole nother story for another day. But like petty drama, like playing on my phone annoys me. Playing on my social media annoys me. Confronting my friends. I've had a lot of stuff happen to me. Confronting my friends in public because you can't find me is annoying. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Girl, strangling me and put me in a box.
That would make me mad.
That I would be upset. And my mama would be mad. And my grandma.
That would make me come back and get y'all and haunt you at night.
I would have to. I have no other choice. You left me no other choice. You took me out for no reason. You took me out for a nigga that you probably ain't gonna be with in the next 2 years.
No, I gotta haunt your ass.
Now, my soul can't rest in peace. Because I have to come say boo every night. Do I feel like saying boo every night? No. I
gotta go knock over the dishes.
I got to cut on lights. I got to be in your I gotta pop up in your dreams every night. Nigga, I need a day off. My soul's supposed to be rested. I'm supposed to be with the king.
The king.
I got a great aunt up there. I got a great grandma, a great grandma up there.
The choir.
I got a cousin up
the
there.
Heavenly choir.
Whitney up there. Prince, Michael. I got people I need to see.
And I gotta fuck with
Now I'm down here. Now I'm down here fucking with you. That would piss me the fuck off.
Shit, and I'm all damn on you.
My soul can't rest. So now I gotta sit here and hunt you till you die? What if you don't die till you 80? I gotta spend the next 80 years fucking with you. Wow.
Knocking over shit.
Just in here cutting on lights. Just for no fucking reason.
Because you were mad.
Just make it, you lock your door, I unlock it. Just shit. You'd be like, I could swear I locked my door before.
No, because I unlocked it.
You did unlock your door. I unlocked it. Just opening the blinds up for no reason. Just cut the TV off for no fucking reason. Now I gotta cut your damn TV off at the climax of the show. You in the middle of the movie, click. I got to sit on your sofa while you Netflix and chill to cut your goddamn TV off. And God forbid you actually go to jail for hopefully you do go to jail for my murder, but you go to jail for my murder, now I gotta go down to the prison to fuck with you. I don't want to be in nobody's prison. I'm supposed to be in heaven chilling. Now I got to come down. Have you been to jail? Jail is terrible. I have to go be in the prison and fuck with you? I gotta just do shit. I gotta plant drugs and shit under your mattress in prison. I don't feel like all that. I want my soul to be able to rest in peace. But now I can't rest because your dumb ass strangled me with your pussy ass boyfriend. Now I'm here.
Yeah, I'm here.
And now I gotta hunt the friends that take your side because there's some girls on there who's like, free my sis. Now I gotta hunt them hoes too. So I'm in heaven on Facebook. Wow, I don't think heaven was meant for Facebook. Now I'm on Facebook trying to see who's talking shit because now I'm about to stalk.
The heavenly edition.
Oh God, it's just I'm already stressed out thinking about how I gotta say boo every night in your goddamn dreams.
You on the heavenly Twitter line.
You take a nap. I gotta hurry for something what I'm doing in heaven to come pop up because you took a nap. She taking a nap, Ebony. Damn, hold on, y'all. I'll be right back.
Y'all, I gotta take a 5.
I'm just trying to eat fish and drink wine, and here I am playing with y'all. I'm trying to be at the pearly gates in the golden streets, and I'm like, hold on, y'all, I gotta go down to cell block 7-8. She taking a nap. Let me real quick. I ain't gonna do too much. Boom, and then go back. I
gotta get her.
It's too much. So everybody just keep their goddamn hands to themselves. And Jordan, you was a punk fool anyway.
Stop writing out for these niggas. They ain't got shit.
Listen, stop getting niggas who y'all think gonna have shit. And if you really...
A potential nigga ain't the nigga.
Girl, your ass is from Detroit, going to school in Atlanta your senior year, and that is the nigga you chose to date.
Yikes. That was your senior year?
Whoa, that was their senior year. They 21. That's you and your smooth drink. Well, I think Alexis for real was in her senior year. But yeah, based on their ages, they either in their junior or senior year, but I think they actually said they were in their senior year. Don't quote me, y'all, but I really do.
Out of everybody at Clark?
Everybody in Atlanta, Georgia. Like, Atlanta is the black ass mecca.
Well, I understand there's a lot of
niggas. It's a lot of niggas in Atlanta in general. It's a lot of black people. You're at a school. Like, you're at a school with a bunch of black people. Morehouse is down the street, sis. It's a bunch of people in them schools. You're telling me that's the nigga out of all the niggas you dated.
I heard he was like a bum.
He was like a wannabe rapper. He had like a picture with like 2 Chainz. Y'all.
The word.
I'm so happy social media wasn't around when I was in school. Because y'all get excited about shit I just can't.
You took a picture with who?
2 Chainz, I think. Don't quote me. That was one of them Atlanta rappers. And he was like legends. I'm like, sir, I don't know you.
Oh.
Sir, you can't be a legend if I don't know you. And you don't look like a future legend. Like, y'all go down to these schools and go find the bummest of the bum niggas. Like, who does that? Is your engineering department down? Is the pharmacy department not there?
Is the law school not going? Or
at least find you an arts nigga in the school. Like, I'm pretty sure there are plenty of rappers and actors down to the school in the drama club and shit. Girl, is your basketball team not hitting on nothing? Football team, a professor, just so many niggas. Falcons, Hawks.
You could a professor. That's legal.
Falcons, Hawks. All these reality shows that's taped down at Tyler Perry Studios down there too.
You couldn't do nothing.
Wow, you couldn't find nobody at Tyler Perry Studios working? Wow.
You couldn't find nobody. He just opened up. You know them niggas is out there.
just that. They've been for like 2 years because they taped Black Panther. So wow, nobody at Tyler Perry Studios.
You couldn't get on Kugler's team?
Nobody in that one. What's the name of that production company that's at the end of all the reality shows? I think it might be called Peach something. It might be called
Peachtree.
It might, yeah, I think it's called Peachtree. I feel like that should be in Atlanta. Y'all have a lot of Peachtrees.
You couldn't get nobody on that?
Nobody. What, the production companies, all the reality shows, they don't nothing. Just shoot higher, sis. But that can lead us into our real show. So this week we're recovering from self-esteem. And the reason I chose this is because I had a post that said you date at the level of your self-esteem, and that riled some feathers. Because I personally agree with that.
I do too.
And I don't know. What do you rate your self-esteem on average right now? Now, these days.
I am. I'm at a 10.
That's good.
Only because I feel like I've experienced enough to know what I don't want. Mm-hmm. I've experienced enough to know what I deserve. I know that I'm a good person. I know the type of person I am in a relationship. So anything less, I'm not accepting. I know that everybody has their growing periods and stuff like that, and that's fantastic. Everybody has a right to go through their shit and get through their process. But as for me, for right now, I know that what I deserve is the best, because I know that if I'm a mirror, right? I can only reflect what I'm.
You only attract what you give out, like that?
No, I can only reciprocate what is reflected to me.
Oh, okay.
So it's not even what I attract, because I hate that phrase, because it's like people say you are what you attract. I've attracted narcissists. I've attracted people that are.
But I don't think you are. I think it's two ways to that. I think sometimes you are what you attract, and then sometimes I think you are. I don't want to say you are what you aren't. Like how abusers find abusees. But I don't know the right word to say that. Like how some things you might lack, you go for. Like you look for other people. And sometimes you do. It's a reflection.
I think that before we realize what is bad or like what isn't for us, we have to go through these trial and errors. And I think the past relationships that I've had has really, because I've really been very conscious as to the type of person that I allow in my life like that, and the type of person that I want. And before I really wasn't specific, but now I'm very, very specific. And I think that you go through life, because a lot of the times, like when I look at my past, a lot of the guys were most of the guys were all the same. They were the same, but they were different people. But they all had these same weird elements to them. And it wasn't until not my previous boyfriend, but the one my fuck buddy. It was him that really kind of cut a lot deeper and made me realize, okay, there's certain things that I cannot allow. I need to really set boundaries. I need to start setting boundaries with people. I need to stop allowing people to treat me any kind of way, because I know the type of person that I am. And it took a while for me to really embrace that and step into that, owning that. Because a lot of times I feel like as females, we want to be that woman that changes that man. We want to be the woman that says, I got that nigga to do this for me, and I got that nigga to change. But a lot of times we allow these people to run over ourselves, because we're always looking at them like, okay, they're just a work in progress. Fuck these niggas that are work in progress. Like, you gon' look, don't come to me being a work. Like, I'm so sick of these niggas that are just works in progress.
Well, you're 35. You should be tired.
I am tired. You're knocking.
No, I'm 33. No, I'm saying, like,
I'm tired of these.
People do be like loving to like act like I'm being a terrible tired when I say I'm not in the business of helping you build a house. Well, because I talk to older people, so I kind of feel like your house should be built. But neither here nor there, that's my second wife conversation. But when you're like 20, 21, 22, 23, it's a different game. You have more time. You have it. You guys might be on the same level. It's just certain things that at 20 I expect you to have. It's certain things that you should have at certain, I don't want to say certain ages because I hate to put it on ages like that, but when it's an oldest girl game when people try to come to you with all this potential don't mean shit.
No, it don't.
If you can't, especially if you don't have no goals behind it.
Yeah,
if you can't work towards it, faith without work. That's what the Bible say.
Yeah, no, that's facts. Like, I mean, you can pray all day for what the fuck you want. But if you're not physically going out there getting it and making it happen for yourself, that's a waste. You're wasting a prayer. Because faith without works is dead.
And just potential's play. Potential's play if you're not putting stuff behind it. Like if you have potential, because essentially this podcast is potential. You know what I mean? But we show up for it. You know what I mean? So it's not like... we're active on social media. We try. We try. We push it forward. So it's a bit different. Now, I could argue that we probably could do a tad bit more, but we'll just save that for 2020. This year's trashed already. But
and it's over. It's
already over. It's okay. We gotta fuck this year. But I'm just saying, like, potential's different when you're working towards it or when you're like here.
When you're active, you're actively involved.
Shit, I forgot to do my Women Crush Wednesday. We'll just do it at the end of the show.
It's fine.
It was a good one too. But yeah, I think on average, the thing is my self-esteem isn't tied to a nigga right now. So on like a personal level, I'll probably rate mine like an average of an 8 with 10 moments. And I only say that because, and this is saying, nigga, this ain't dating self-esteem. This is just regular every day. I wake up in the morning, blah, 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 self-esteem. Only because when you have like a lot of stuff in the works and a lot of things you want to get done and you're not getting them done as fast as you want to, or sometimes you're not even working as diligently as you should, because some of it's on me. I think my self-esteem is tied into my accomplishments.
Yeah.
And so, and it's not that I'm not accomplishing anything, it's that I know I could be doing more, but I personally know that about myself. Like, I know I need to set the goals. I know I need to map it out, because when I decide to do something, it's hardcore. Like, I'm steamroll ahead, bitch. If I want to be president, I will be president. Like, I'm that person. So right now, I say it's an 8 based on professional creativity type of space. Now, with dudes, I say 10, but I sometimes question my own self-esteem with niggas, because not that I don't date terrible niggas. Like, how do I describe that? Like, I date a certain type, and I think, like I said earlier, I think sometimes you, not necessarily that you date yourself, or you date, or like how the addict meets the abuser meets the abusee. I think sometimes you date in the light you want. So if you want certain things, you'll kind of go after the people who kind of have what you want or what you think you want. And that has been nothing but trouble for me. Hence why I took a sabbatical from seriously seeing people. And I didn't realize it until my mama played me one day with the guy I was dating. And she was like, you date the same guy. And she told me I had been dating the same guy since elementary school. And I remember my first crush.
But mamas know.
My first crush is this guy named Kyle Harris. He was a cool kid. Like, we were in elementary school. Everybody liked Kyle. And that was the first time some girl didn't like me. This girl named Jamie wanted to fight me because of Kyle Harris. And I was scared to go to school. I was sick. I was throwing up. And I finally told my mom that the girl said she was going to beat me up. And I didn't want to get beat up. I was like, I don't want her to beat me up. She beat me up over Kyle Harris. But then the rest of my life literally has been that. If I beef with a girl, some nigga was attached somewhere in the background, to the left, to the right, ex, current, kind of boyfriend, friend, F-buddy, you name it. It was a nigga somewhere in the equation, somewhere every time. So I think the good thing about that is I don't necessarily I think highly of myself, so I date a certain nigga to an extent, but then there's something in the background that's breaking down that it is a certain type, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. If that makes any sense. It's okay. I'll talk to my therapist, you guys. She's great. But outside of that, I think overall, I'm happy that I'm at an age now where my self-esteem isn't totally tied to boys. Because I think about like middle school and stuff. Like, I don't know about you, but like, I was tall, I was lanky. It was like, boys are terrible. Mm-hmm. Boys are terrible in high school. High school got a little better for me, but like middle school up into probably, I don't think it was till like my sophomore year of high school that your self, and that's why I always say I'm happy when you get older, because you realize how shit people are, but your self-esteem are tied to like the boys and the pool girls. And I was a pretty popular girl, but then when boys tell you ugly, you think you're ugly because the boys at school said you were ugly. So I'm so happy that like when you get older, your self-esteem isn't hella tied to that type of like the boys, and to that extent. Right. Now I do think you might have a problem when your self-esteem gets tied to a nigga probably in your college and your 20s. And I feel very sorry for you if it's still tied to niggas in your 30s. But Absolutely. Then I think sometimes in life, like, especially when you get married, if your husband cheats on you, I think your self-esteem gets tied to stuff like that, though. And I think it's because some women can be like, how dare you? And then some women can be like, wait, but what, huh? Like, yeah, I'm birthing kids. I'm cooking dinners. Why are you cheating on me? Mm. But one thing you have to learn, too, about self-esteem is your self-worth. Yeah. And it's gonna be some work you're gonna have to do, because that shit don't be on other people. It really be on you. Yeah. And if other people are really tampering with how you feel, then you can't be bothered.
I mean, I don't know. Like, I mean, I don't think that my I think it was just one relationship where I felt like my self-esteem was tied to a person, only because he was so involved with my life on a day-to-day basis that everything that he said I took into consideration, and I really believed what he was telling me. And now that I look, and I think we met when I was 28, going on 29, and I really believed everything that he said. Like, I believed what he was telling me, everything. Like, he just infiltrated my life to the point to where it was just like suffocating. And it was to the point to where if I got a manicure and he didn't like my manicure, he would say something about it. But, in my mind, I'm like, well, nigga, you ain't paid for it, so you don't have an opinion. Mm-hmm. But, when he started paying for my manicures, that's when everything, you know what I mean? Like, I think we, as women, sometimes we get these guys that, like, play on our insecurities. And, I have insecurities, and it just took those type of relationships to realize, oh, okay, whoa, I gotta work on this, because I don't want to meet another nigga that's like that. Even though we're cool now, and I know that people grow, people can change or whatever, like, me and this particular person are better as friends now versus when we were in a relationship back then. But like, he really made me look at myself like, okay, I need to start setting boundaries. I know the type of person I am. I'm a very, very independent person. I don't like being told what to do. I don't like for people to feel like they can dominate me. I'm a 50-50 type of person. Mm-hmm. And I want to be able to be myself, whether my nails are black, whether they're pink, whether they're whatever, like whatever the fuck I'm going through, I want to be able to be myself and be able to express that. And sometimes guys, they see that, they see your independence, they see that you can do it on your own, and then they try to
I say that all the time.
They try to pretend like they're cool with it. They try to pretend like, I love me an independent
the Rain on Me video. You remember Rain on Me video? Yeah. Or Whitney and Bobby? Like, I believe
they want to act like they're cool with it, but they will try to they'll try to muzzle you. They'll chip at you, and it is very subtle.
No, just take everything.
Subtle.
Take everything away outside of we're not talking about drug and Whitney, Bobby. I'm talking about
just
Whitney. Like, if you ever watch old interviews and how Whitney Houston Brown, that's Mrs. Brown.
Yeah.
I kind of felt like sometimes she would go home, and because she was such a big person in the outside world, that when she got home, he had to humble her.
Right, yeah.
In a sense.
Yeah.
Or how I feel about me and my homegirl was talking about Beyonce and Jay-Z. I was like, man, sometimes I think that was him trying to humble her a little bit, like him cheating on her. Mm-hmm. Because it's nothing more humbling than you being this amazing person and everyone loves you. And then the one person out of all these people is the person who was like, wait,
fuck shit.
You
gonna cheat on me?
Me? I really think men be doing it always reminds me on the Rain on Me video. He really was that. Man, that nigga almost killed her behind that cup. When they got that cup, her picture was in it. He was like, yo, what the fuck is this cup? It's merchandise. I didn't know this was going to have my face on the McDonald's cup. And then when she was holding his hand and she started feeling herself on the red carpet. Oh, I was like, wow, he going to beat her when she get home. I was scared for her.
But I mean, I'm just saying, there are guys that are like that you can be so 100% with yourself.
But they'll try to kick your self-esteem down.
They're going to try to kick your self-esteem down.
And a lot of them succeed. That's the thing about it. Because when you're in love with somebody, you love somebody.
You want to see whatever it is that you want to see in that person. You. And then you start thinking it's me. Maybe, okay, well, I'm not going to he's obviously...
I'm a chill.
Obviously, he's reacting to my black nail polish. So I'm going to chill on that. I'm going to wear pink, even though I fucking hate pink nail polish.
I love pink, by the way.
I'm just
I know, but
I'm just saying, I'm gonna chill on my dark shit, and I'm gonna do this bright shit.
Or Ashanti, she was just like, well, we won't go to McDonald's since my face is on the cup. We'll just go to Burger King.
Yeah. But it's just niggas also play a part in that because they get involved. See, niggas want a bad bitch, but they don't they can't handle being with a bad bitch.
A lot of people can't, and it takes a lot of growth. And a lot of people don't like. But when I mean growth, I mean not meeting somebody at 30. I mean if you in your 20s and then somewhere along the lines you become
a bad bitch,
a extreme bad bitch, it does, I think, sometimes take a bit of getting used to because I mean that's life. And I'm not, if you want to deal with that, fine, leave. But sometimes,
but don't knock me down.
But sometimes you grow beyond
the person
and I mean it's not your fault. And it do take them a minute to be okay with it. And that doesn't make them a bad person. I mean, as long as they're not like Ashanti, oh boy, I'm willing to almost let you live. But I honestly believe that. Like, I always say that about Whitney. I was like, take everything out. When Whitney went home, I was like, some of that was him trying to humble her in a sense, or what he thought would be humbling for her. Like, oh, Miss Body, Rachel Marin. Yeah. Oh, you was cute on the red carpet.
That was cute.
Yeah, slept with your dancer. Now what? Like, what? The backup bitch? You slept with the back? Oh, God.
I was giving my lines. I was telling Frank you work for me.
Like, I slept with the extra. What? The extra? People do, and you have to be very... You have to know the lines and where you want to...
The boundaries
to all of that. Because people do try to come at you.
They're going to stretch it. You give them an inch.
They're going to try to knock your self-esteem down a bit, because if they knock your self-esteem, you're going to spend the rest of the time trying to compensate what's been knocked down. Yeah. And then you'll start accepting a whole bunch of stuff because you don't think you're worthy. And because I've had my self-esteem tied to a nigga, and... and not even since him have I did that shit again, because I make a point not to, or try not to at least. But then I haven't loved anybody like I loved him, so maybe some of that's tied to that too. But either way, neither here nor there. I just didn't understand why not me. Like, why was I not enough? Why not me? And the thing is, outwardly, I was the cool kid. I had all the shit. I threw the best parties. I was not unpopular. I was not uncute. Everybody was fucking with me. Yeah. But then it's like, in this room late at night, I'm like bearing my damn soul to a boy because I don't understand. Like, why are you messing with that girl? Yeah. Is she prettier than me? And then it sucks when you think the bitch is not.
Yeah, that's the worst part, when you know the bitch ain't prettier.
The girl mouth was like Mr. Ed. And I was just dying. Like, but I have perfect teeth and braces. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And it really be little stuff like that. It's just like, but I don't get it. So why not me?
But in those instances, because my fuck buddy, right? I found out that he was fucking with this other girl. And I'm just thinking, like, really? She don't even have a passport. She don't, but like,
it's everything.
She's never been to Olive Garden. Like, she's never been, like...
It's everything.
She don't even eat kale.
It was just like, I'm from Windermere.
What? I'm from Corpus Christi. Like, what?
I'm like a suburban kid. Like, ew.
Like, if you take off her wig, like, she's bald-headed. Like, what? I'm sick.
I really was like, no, I was sick behind that nigga, because for the life of me, I didn't understand why. Why was this girl? And we were in direct contact. Like, this girl was like my fucking nemesis for years in college. Like, why fucking, like, what the figgity fuck? I don't think she's prettier than me. She's not funnier than me.
She doesn't have a good personality.
Like, I'm funny. Everybody checking for me.
I'm funny.
Everybody
I can make you laugh.
Everybody comes to my apartment. They call my house Club 402 for a reason, because everybody come through this bitch. It's cool. We over here popping. And yet, you're not choosing me, or you're choosing us, or you're choosing her Monday and Tuesday, and then me on Thursday and Friday, and then Sunday comes around and it's a toss-up, and here I am trying to figure out why the fuck not me. So I cannot be cute. I must not be smart.
We start counting our what we're not.
I'm too skinny
instead of what we are, and that's the problem. Like, we count what we are not instead of what the fuck we are.
I was kind of young. I almost say I was terrible in sex, but I was having young sex. I mean,
we all have young sex.
What is going on? And it didn't help that he was like this fucking shining fucking star. Like, this nigga. Like, the time to be alive when I was fucking with that nigga had the goddamn juice. And I wonder, well, I do know what he's doing now because I've been on his page before, well, like last week. Just wondering. But he, so then it hurt then too, because then it's like, damn, I done tied a whole lot of shit to you. This ain't panning out the way I thought it was gonna pan out.
Yeah.
And why fucking, not even her now, but why her or anybody else?
Hoes.
Like, yeah, why? What the fuck is this shit? And
but niggas is stupid.
And like that really, like I literally forgot who the fuck I was. And for the most part, if you ask anybody around that time, they will tell you I'm Ebony motherfucking McDaniel, because that's pretty much my whole shit. You know, I used to kill that, and everyone, like I said, I was not a non-popular girl. It wasn't like I was lacking niggas. It was just that one nigga wasn't the nigga who was doing what I needed him to do. But like I said, since then, now, and maybe a lot of that's tied to because I haven't felt that deeply. Like, I felt deep for him. I haven't felt that deep for anybody since him. So any dude after that, like I dated this guy for like 2 years when I first moved to Houston, and then the guy who I dated with the plane ticket, the second somebody kind of tried me a little bit, I be offended now. It's not even like a self-esteem thing. And not offended like, why her? It's more like, bitch, you crazy?
Are you stupid?
Like, what is this? The hood rat? Like, really? The real life hood rat. Not the play one.
Enjoy, sweetheart.
The one with the tattoos across her fucking neck. Wow.
On her chest. She has cat eyes on her chest.
Wow. Knock, knock. Eve wants her tattoos back. Like
a butterfly on your chest with her sun's
like, I can't. Like, I be really offended. Pinky up, champagne glass offended. Like, ill.
She drinks Moscato.
The nerve.
She drinks, and then she wants to have a cherry in the Moscato.
With a cherry? Are you out your goddamn mind?
She mixes peach Ciroc and Moscato.
Wow, you really need to up your game. And I'm really upset that I'm affiliated with you. I'm affiliated with a nigga who dates a girl like that.
She drinks Menage a Trois and Chardonnay.
And the truth be told, you could be anybody. You could be a doctor, damn man. I still be like, well, I might be like, damn, she a doctor. But trust me, I will find something and be like.
Because you know what? Listen, I feel like this. I get it. There's some bitches. I mean, I'm not at that level. Like, I'm not at Michelle Obama's level. I'm not at Oprah's level.
Because I would just say, oh, wow, she's a doctor. Then I'd be like, oh,
I'm not at a doctor's level. I'm not at a lawyer's level.
But let sis have more blemish.
I'm not a chemical engineer.
But let sis have more blemish.
I'm not at that level. But, sweetie, you're going to do a bartender? You're going to do a bartender?
No, ma'am.
Sweetie.
You really? You really? And like I said, some self-esteem thing is a young girl, older girl's game. Because like I said, you go through some stages. I remember I went through hella self-esteem issues as a kid because I didn't think I was as pretty as my mom.
Yeah.
And that, I think imagery is very important.
Yeah.
And when you grow up in like a household like mine where everybody light and bright, my older brother's green eyes, my little brother's fair skinned as well. My mom's the fairest. Everybody loves my mama. Like, everybody's obsessed. Middle school, high school, hell, even my friends now. She come into town, she takes everybody to eat. She's like she's cool. And she's like super nice. I got 2 boxes sitting right next to me of shit that she bought for my friends. Not even me, for my friends. So, that was like a big thing for me because like the boys would come over and be like, your mama's so fine. But nobody was telling me that or thought I was pretty or I didn't feel they thought I was pretty. Mm-hmm. And then I tied it into light skin because my mom was light skin. And then it's like all that had to like come to play and unravel. And then, of course, you get a little older, you get a better perspective. And my mom combated a lot of that stuff very early on when she started seeing I was having self-esteem issues because she just didn't want me to kind of go through what she went through as a kid. Mm-hmm. And then you start looking for people, because there always be some weird-ass nigga that see girls with low self-esteem and then that be the one he want. So my mom was like trying to like stop that before I kind of get in a space where then my self-esteem for real be tied to niggas because then some nigga builds me. Because it be weird niggas like that. They'll build you up and only to break your ass. They will build you up to let you down.
Like the Empire State Building.
Just to drop you down.
Boom.
Just to level you out. And then the thing is, after they do that, then you'll probably try to find that feeling from somebody else. And now you're going through your whole life, going through niggas who going to build you up just to let you down. And now you got 4 baby daddies and you don't do it yourself. And my mama was like, nah, it ain't going to be you, sis. Yeah. So like my mama combated that at a very young age. Like I'm talking about, she started putting me in modeling. Mm-hmm. Like my mama didn't play that type of shit, which I'm very grateful for, because there's a lot of people who didn't have parents who kind of were who helped them, because being a teenager is awkward anyway. Mm-hmm. It's just awkward because it's awkward. Your hormones are now kicking in. You feel like shit. You don't know what to do. You in school. If you're not the super popular girl, they make it seem like the super popular girl bad as hell. Trust me, 10, 20 years from now, she ain't gonna be shit. But it's like a whole bunch of just different factors in your in your psyche at that age. So like you really have to like be combative with you have to help your kids through it so they can be able to have like healthy self-esteem issues in a sense. Yeah. I think everybody got self-esteem issues. It just need to be healthy.
Yeah. See, like with my parents, like I never had that, like where I didn't feel like anything. Like I knew that I was a cute girl. I had long hair, you know, like I knew what people saw, but it's almost as if like people expected a certain thing and I rebelled from it. Like I didn't like what people expected of me, and that made me feel like I can't be myself. Like, you know, like I grew up in the church, right? So like in church, you're supposed to wear this, you're supposed to look like this, you're supposed to have your earrings on, you're supposed to wear your lip gloss, you're supposed to have at least a little bit of mascara. I didn't like that. Mm-hmm. And like my people were like, well, you're not pretty until you have this on. Mm-hmm. And that played a part in my self-esteem, because it's like, damn, I can't just not, like, I don't want to do that. Like, I don't want to wear lip gloss. I don't want to wear my earrings.
Lip gloss is popping. You remember that?
I don't want to wear my hair.
That lip gloss? Did y'all have it in Corpus Christi?
The rolling ones?
That cherry one? Yes. That cherry used to be so thick.
Yes. Woo! And like, I didn't want to wear that. I didn't want to wear that. I remember my mom, she pressured me to, like, I had bangs and I had a curling iron. It was white at the tip and it was thick. And I was curling my bangs and that shit fell on my eye. I still had to go to church. My shit was fucked up. My shit was fucked up. I still had to go to church with that shit. Like, I mean, I had this big ass burn mark across my face.
That's fucked up.
But I just remember I despised that shit. Like, and I feel like maybe that's part of the reason why I am the way I am now. Like, I don't, like, people say, oh, you have this and you're like this and you this. You need to be like this. No, I'm going to be however the fuck I feel, and you can't make me feel like I'm not shit because I don't want to do that. I don't want to live up to this look, or I don't want to do that. Like, I don't want to feel like I have to be put together 24/7 because I'm not put together 24/7. And I hated that shit. And I always like rebelled against that. And I always, like, you know, my mom, she's like, you need to make sure your hair is like this. I would just be, girl, going to a place looking crazy. Because I hated when people tried to tell me what I should look like because of how I look like. Or people say, oh, you need to dress like this or whatever. Like, you have long hair, so your hair needs to look like this. No, my hair's gonna look however the fuck it wants to look. And y'all, like, now it's just like people can't make me feel less than because I choose not to do what other people say. Like, I don't like that. Like, even as a little kid, I rebelled against that shit. Like, I don't like that. Don't tell me what I need to look like just because of what you see. Like, maybe that's just not my personality. Maybe that's just not me. And that always played a part of my I'm not good enough feeling. Mm-hmm. Is that I can't be myself because you want me to look a certain way, but I don't want to look like that. I don't like to wear makeup all the time. I don't like to have my hair done all the time. I just like to be myself. And like, because I want to be like that, I'm not living up to my potential. I'm not like that's fucking stupid. Like, I'm a human being. Like, I don't want to feel like I have to portray a certain image
to appease everybody.
To appease people. Like, I'm not here for that. And I shouldn't be made to feel bad about myself because I don't feel like curling my hair. Or because I dated a guy where he told me, I don't understand. You have good hair. You need to have your hair done every day. Do you know what having my hair done every day does to my hair? It damages it.
I'll put a bunch of heat on it, of course.
Like, putting heat on my hair every day will break my fucking hair off. Like straightening my hair every week, that's damaging my shit. And then you're saying just because I have a good grade of hair, I need to wear my hair a certain, like, that makes me feel a certain type of way. Like, so my hair is not good enough when it's curly. Or I'm not good enough when my hair is curly. Like, I fucking hated that shit. And I always used to wear my hair curly. Like, I didn't really even start wearing my hair natural until I started, like, being in my 30s. Because so many people told me, no, your hair looks better when it's straight. But my hair is naturally curly. So you mean to tell me in between washes, I look like a heathen or a ragamuffin? Like, that's just so fucking unfair. And that used to play with me a lot because this is like, I get, guys were more, they were more drawn to me with my hair straight or whatever versus me just being in my natural self. Like, I can't be my natural self, like, with my hair curly, and that's like unattractive or whatever the fuck. Like, that shit, like, when I first started working at D-Bar, that shit used to fuck with me.
Your hair was straight at D-Bar?
Yeah, I used to wear it curly and straight.
Oh, okay.
And I just remember the owner, he's just like, I don't like your hair like that. Like, you don't like my hair curly.
But when I worked at Libra, one of them did not like box braids at all. And every time we got box braids, he used to get pissed off.
But
every
that's
single,
so disgusting.
And I love me some poetic justice braids, especially when you high bun them.
Yeah, like, I think that looks like a crown. He
hated that shit. Oh, we gonna take them out. He hated box braids.
I remember the owner at D-Bar told one of the girls, don't ever get that shit again or else you're not working.
Like, they be so fucking weird. I'm so happy I don't bartend no more in that capacity. Because them niggas were pieces of shit. And all them niggas weren't even cute to be doing. Well, one was fine as hell. But the majority, I'll say it off. But,
I think I know you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He remind me of Boris Kojo.
Yeah.
Fine ass. Everybody else don't look like schmucks.
Yeah.
But he didn't have all the opinions either. That was another thing. He really didn't have no opinions.
He didn't.
He was just
He was very cool.
Go to work on time and do your damn job. Like, and don't steal my money.
Or just call him and tell him that
don't steal my money. Like, he had no opinions. Cool. All them ugly ass, busted ass, ridiculous looking niggas.
I remember he did tell me to stop wearing pajamas.
Okay, well, that's different. You're gonna work, sis. One of them didn't like box braids, and he didn't like combat boots. He hated when combat boots came in. Oh my god!
Yes, I know exactly.
And I used to love because we toss these bitches on.
Nobody's looking at my feet.
Nobody's looking at my feet. Nobody, no one cares.
About?
He was so aggravating. Ugh.
And it just makes you be like, damn, nigga, I can't be myself.
And he was so ugly and raggedy. Ugh. He looked like that turtle from Rocco's Modern Life.
It's like, damn, I can't be myself.
Girl, I cannot. But if you have kids and they're going through self-esteem issues, just have them watch the Unpretty video. That saves me.
Just talk. You know what? Just talk, because
that works too. My mama talked to me, but the Unpretty video worked too.
No, I think it's just important to allow people to express, especially like the in between teenagers and like that not fully. Like the early 20s, like the late teens, early 20s. Because it's just like, there's so much pressure to look like something or to mimic something and to be accepted as something that we do not accept people as individuals. We have to accept people as like a group. But as humans, everybody is fucking different. And I hate that we put so much pressure to look like a certain way when nobody is really, everybody's created differently. And regardless of hair texture, like all this hair texture talk, and you know, like wig, no wig, and lashes, no lashes, like all that shit don't fucking, like, I feel like we put so much pressure on looking a certain way, we kill our the people that we truly really are. And instead of allowing us just to develop the type of person we're gonna be, we kill it. Because we're like, no, you can't be like that. No, you can't look like that. No, you gotta do this. No, you gotta wear that. No, that type of hairstyle is not acceptable. No, you can't. You gotta wear fake nails with the coffin tips, or you gotta wear the cat tips, and you gotta have powder, even though powder kills your nails. And
just listen, my good group, T-Boz, Left Eye and Chili, told me I can buy my hair if it won't grow. I can fix my nose if you said so.
That's fine.
I can get all the makeup that Mac can make. But if you can't look inside you, find out who you are too, something, make me feel I'm pretty too. I'm pretty really dead. I was bawling crying when I first watched Something Pretty video. I felt so ugly. Jesus Christ. That video was God sent the day I watched it premiere on MTV. But yeah, guys. So, do the work on yourself. When it comes to your self-esteem.
Don't let nobody tell you who you can and cannot be.
And I understand sometimes in life your self-esteem will be tied into you just had birth and your hormones are raging and you're married and you love him and you don't understand why he's cheating on you. And I get sometimes your self-esteem will be tied to that. But don't keep it tethered there too long, sis. If it's tied there, start digging yourself up out of that, okay? Because it happens to the best of us. I'm pretty sure, again, sometime in life, it'll be some man that got me confused and thinking twice about myself. But I will remind myself to the second I start feeling that way to start untethering myself from his ass. Mm-hmm. But Godspeed. And watch the Unpretty video. It literally changed 8th grade Ebony's life. Okay? But I forgot to do that at the beginning of the show. So my Woman Crush Wednesday this week went to Stoney, which was Jada Pinkett Smith's character from 1996's Set It Off. To be completely honest with you, Set It Off is one of my least favorite movies ever. It was one of the two movies my mom said I couldn't watch growing up. It was Set It Off and Set It Off in the Players Club. She went to see it in a movie theater.
What? The Players Club?
But then I told y'all a story about the Players Club, how my friend had it on VHS from Blockbuster and I took it home, watched it, went into my mom's room. It's like, Players Club isn't that bad. But the thing about Set It Off is my mom knows I don't like movies like that, like Set It Off, Menace to Society, Boys in the Hood, Dead Presidents are kind of all in like the same arena for me. It's something about like just bad news at the bad news at the bad news at the bad news, and then like bang 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 shoot them up, that I could be one and done. And the thing is, I know I don't like Set It Off because out of all the DVDs I own, and I own a lot of DVDs, I do not own Set It Off. But I do still own Dead Presidents, Boys in the Hood, and Menace to Society, because every blue moon I can kind of watch those. I think something about Set It Off really just never set well with my spirit. But Stoney is my Woman Crush Wednesday because Stoney was the lone survivor. I mean, the thing about Stoney that breaks my heart is the fact that when she met I think his name was Keith Watson, which was Blair Underwood's character. When she met Keith Watson, he potentially could save her. And I'm not talking about like put her up in a house and she didn't have to work ever again. I mean, save her in a space where he was going to be willing to help her grow and develop and get her a job and just help her give herself a better life. Mm-hmm. And the fact that she was just 2D deep into the bullshit that she couldn't even like get that life, it's so annoying, especially because she wasn't even there when Cleo and TT and Frankie went to Luther to get the money and then shot him and all that bullshit. So it's like she was the only one who had one foot damn near out. And it's like she couldn't even because her loyalty to her friends and them just needing to get one more lick. And that's the other thing too, that needing to get one more lick or extra money is always the death of everybody. Like every movie, every drug game, everything is one more lick.
Every gangster movie.
One
that
more.
last lick.
This gonna be the
last
one
lick.
that's gonna get us out. It's always the one that takes you the fuck out.
Goodfellas, the one where they got the
American Gangster, all of it. Every time it's always with that one last lick. And so I feel bad for Sony because like I said, it was just bad news after bad news. She busts down with Nate so she can help her brother for her brother to be shot for mistaken identity. It's just the whole movie. Frankie loses her job because she recognizes one of the robbers. It's just TT loses her child because he drinking Clorox or some shit or Windex or whatever the hell he drank. It's just that movie is just bad news after bad news after bad news after bad news. So like I find Set It Off hella depressing. I find it even more depressing after robbing all these banks. 3 of your friends are now dead. You only walking away in Mexico with like $20,000. Like what the fuck is, like what life is that at this point? You're a fugitive now. So like that's why I always thought Set It Off was stupid too. It's just like damn. So you did all
racks.
that. You got $1,500. It was more than that, but it felt like $1,500. No friends, and you can't even be with the nigga you love.
Sick.
Now you just in Mexico, a goddamn fugitive. You're gonna live the rest of your life down in Mexico.
Sick.
With that little bit of money. Because that's not enough money for 3 of your friends to die and you not to be with the nigga you love. Like, that's just not enough money.
And I don't want it.
Like, I mean, what fun is it now? Like, what? So where you go? And then you can't go nowhere.
Where are you going?
And you, honestly, you can't go anywhere like you can't go to like the popular US area, like the Cancuns and the stuff like that, because those are like thriving with Americans. So it's like, so how's your life in Mexico, sis?
It's not.
Your money ran out by now. What you selling avocados on the side of the street? Like what are you doing? Selling oranges?
Tangerines.
Just what that movie's so depressing. So let me get this straight. 3 of your friends die. You can't be with a nigga you love and all you got is $10,000. And they probably watching him too, so he can't even come visit you. Cause they think you know that nigga? Wow.
It makes my sense.
So now so all your family, everybody you knew,
everybody's fucked up.
Your aunties and uncles. I know your brother died, but y'all had to have some other family. So not everybody just done. You're just a fugitive. You can't call nobody because everybody phone tap.
Fucked up.
Just Stony. So you just there by yourself.
Fucked up.
So you know what I learned from Set It Off? Don't rob no fucking banks, people. Leave
and don't rob it. And don't rob it with 3 other people.
Don't rob it with 3 other people, and always recognize the hothead. Cleo was know a hothead and know the scary one. The scary one always gonna fuck around and shoot somebody because they scary. And all of goddamn movies, it be the person who you don't expect gonna shoot somebody that's gonna shoot somebody. Like it's gonna be you to shoot somebody. I'm like, damn, Adriana. Now we were just robbing banks.
No,
we were robbing banks. So you shot somebody.
First of all, I would never do that. I already know the game. I've watched enough movies.
Wow, he tried to attack me. He was gonna attack you. Nigga, let him attack me.
Who was gonna attack you? I would have pistol whipped him before I shot him.
It's always me.
I would have pistol whipped him before I shot him.
And the gun would have went off and shot me. Like it'd have been some dumb shit.
No, because I would have put it on safety and then whooped his
You better know. You better have it. Wow. So we can rob banks. Wow. Listen. Actually, this is an audition to rob banks later.
Listen, I've watched enough movies.
And no, it's all the scary one is gonna get y'all. The scary one is always gonna murder somebody because they scary. They never got they never holding the gun right. They always think you about to die. The second somebody pull a gun, they not trying to call their bluff because you know some people be bluffing.
Call me Cleo Adriana.
No, I can't fuck with Cleo either because Cleo too much of a hothead.
She'll shoot somebody.
You have to know the hothead because
see, I put my shit on safety and I clack. Everybody shut the fuck up. See?
Whoa, you practice this.
Everybody shut the fuck up. Whoa. Get on the ground. Everybody get on the ground.
Everybody can go home if we can get the fucking bank.
That's right. Hey, shut the fuck up.
Open that goddamn bank.
Open the safe.
Hurry the fuck up.
Let's go.
But like you gotta know the hothead because I'm telling you the hothead is gonna be the one who always
ain't gonna be the hothead. I'm just gonna be the one.
The hothead is always gonna want more. Like the hothead always is the person who also wants more. Y'all, if anybody utters the word one last,
that's it.
That is no last.
Don't do it.
One last
y'all gonna get caught.
One last time. one last show. If anybody say one last is a key word.
Last time.
Listen, Brian McKnight made it sound good. It's not that good. It's not that good when you're doing crime. So the second y'all sit in the car smoking your J.
Just take the first two. Take the first two and make them your best two.
It get too easy. That'd be the problem. But
or take your. I mean, no. You're gonna do one more. After your first one, you gonna do.
You got to at least shoot between because you're gonna do one more.
If you gonna rob and
you need to do about.
If you gonna rob and steal,
max 4. No, but not the same area. No, listen to me. If you're gonna do it right, do 2 in whatever area you're doing it in. If you're gonna do
separate locations.
Yes. If you're gonna do 3 and 4,
you gotta do it. You gotta another city.
You gotta do another city, not another county either. You need to do
city.
And not like do a city. Not like the neighboring city.
Like 2 cities
over. Yeah, you can't do the neighboring because niggas love nigga that is across the street is Missouri City. That's the next. That's not it. That's not.
So you're gonna do Missouri and Sugarland?
Yeah, like I live in Windermere, but Windermere is literally 1 step from Orlando. That's not how you do that. You need to go
you gotta be able to. You gotta make people put shit together.
Yeah, you gotta be like it was a heist in Dallas, but a heist in Houston.
And a heist in Corpus Christi.
Yeah, I want to know these heists go together. You gotta have niggas confused. It gotta be a when you gotta be a jigsaw puzzle. Them niggas.
It's a confusing shit.
Listen, them niggas gotta come from
Minnesota. They gotta go in Minnesota.
Let me tell y'all because the meeting gets bigger. Them niggas gotta go together because now the person that worked on the story in Houston, but he still the fuck confused it. And then finally, months and months later, the nigga in Dallas was like, well, maybe this shit's connected. So then they meet. This months and months later. Now them niggas trying to put shit together.
And then like 6 months later,
the
they get another one.
Yeah, he was like, wait a minute. It's 2 girls. They loud as shit. I feel like we heard them on the podcast. You see how that shit goes? Yeah, you start. And then it's like, Adriana's from Corpus Christi. It'd be shit like that start. And then like I rap some Trina lyrics while I'm robbing. It'd be like, she rap Trina. And then they pull up the show. That's how you gotta do it. It can't them niggas down to the set it off and trying to hit all the local shit. Stop hitting. And that's how they was putting them hoes together. Cleo already had charges. Frankie robbed the bank that she, I think, worked at one point.
She did.
So it's like immediately they had their asses.
They had it.
The other 2, they was just like, I don't know the other 2 quite yet, but them 2, we got them. That's the thing. You got to make sure. You got to
be low key,
and you got to like do it places that don't tie you back. Like I can't go back to Orlando and do shit. I talk about Florida too much at this point. I can't go to Florida and do no bullshit. We definitely would have to do some shit.
Like in San Antonio.
Yeah, San Antonio is like good. That's a good one.
That's an unequal.
That's a good one.
Nobody.
You can't go. And then the thing is, when you're hiding the money, the thing too,
you gotta wash it.
You need. Listen.
You gotta wash it.
Thank you, Adriana. You do need to wash the money. Now that we're here.
I've been watching so much criminal movies.
And I'm be honest with you, if you know a stripper or a bartender,
wash it.
You need to start flipping that money back around.
Get you an Instagram boutique.
Also, make sure there's no dots on your dollar bills. Those are marked dollars. I'm not saying I'm living a life of crime. I'm just telling you from what I watch. The bills be marked.
Netflix actually has a lot of great documentaries on what not to do.
And also, you're going to feel the need to splurge on a new car and clothes.
Get you something simple. Get you a Honda. An Explorer.
Get you something simple, but
reliable.
Still, you need to purchase that and not the city limits that you robbed in. You can't have the influx of new money down to the car dealership, motherfuckers. That's not how that works.
Go to Victoria.
Honestly, after $10,000, they have
to Refugio. Get you a nice Ford Explorer.
It got to be under 10,000 because anything after 10,000,
just do 15.
But anything after 10,000, they got to report. So you got to get.
You can't deposit over $10,000 in your bank account.
And that's perfectly fine too. You can say you was a bartender, but you gotta go slow. See, I'm just telling you. And this is another thing. Don't bust the bands of money in your house. I watched this documentary. This one people, they got caught because once the feds rushed in their house, they had all the bands from the broken money. Bitch, y'all wasn't throwing them away. Just bands, $100 bill band, just $10 bands from the, when you get stacks and stacks of money from like the
have it in the house.
They had all them bands.
You have to burn that shit.
Listen, let me tell y'all something.
Burn it or bury it. And don't bury it, because sometimes the ground that you bury it on can get dug up.
You can actually just
burn it.
You need to immediately pack it up and toss it into the trash, because by the time the police catch y'all, only you anyway, it'll be somewhere.
It'll be in a dump field.
Ain't nobody finding that shit. But
wow, this is a real
bust all your bands.
A crime.
Bust all your bands, people. I don't know what to tell you, and definitely wash your money. And a quick way to wash your money as well is going to like McDonald's with like $100 bill and ordering 2 cheeseburgers.
Don't do that. Don't fucking do that.
But you have to like go
don't
somewhere.
Like
you have to bust your money certain places. So
save your money and invest into something. Don't like, I mean, because counterfeit money is real. So, a lot of you motherfuckers have counterfeit money. I've been at D-Bar where I've had motherfuckers give me counterfeit money.
People have counterfeit money like that?
Yes.
Oh, I knew this guy.
He handed me $100. And, people with counterfeit money act a certain way because they want to see if you notice the counterfeit.
But you put it to the light?
Do I?
Oh.
Anything over $1.
I had to mark. I used to mark.
No, everything that's over $1.
I never knew how to even find if it was marks. I always use the pen.
Oh no, you can tell. Like you can put it up to the light and you can tell because it'll have the iridescent face. It'll have the line in the middle, and then on the new $100 bills, it has a iridescent line along with the other line that goes. So it's like 2 lines, right?
Girl,
all you have to do is hold up to the light. You can tell.
I knew this guy. Fake. I was talking to him when I first moved to Houston. Houston's so ghetto. I wasn't with him, but he was telling me a story how his cousin came from LA and he had a bunch of counterfeit money, and they was down at Swagger, and it wasn't until probably like 2 hours into it the girl realized that she got the counterfeit money, but then they had kind of just dipped out. And I was like, y'all terrible for that.
And then some of them they do it with 20s. The 20s are the easiest to replicate. The hundreds are a little bit 20s because 20s aren't like hundreds, right? 20s don't have that hologram, and 20s only have that. They only have that one line in it, and 20s are the easiest to me for people to replicate and whatever. But the hundreds are very, very distinct, and I just remember vividly this guy. He had a Corona. He ordered a Corona, handed me. And usually when people buy like a single drink and they pay with like, and this is just a hot tip to all my bartenders during this lovely holiday season. All my lovely bartenders or people that are working in the industry during this time, please be on the lookout. Anybody that orders a $5 to anything under $10, right? And they give you $100 bill, check it. 9 times out of 10, it might be counterfeit. Because normally people, now you're going to have people that just only have $100 bill that they need to break. But majority of people are going to pay with a card, especially if it's under $5. Most beers are like under $5. Most like, especially if it's like happy hour or something, they order one drink, they're going to pay with their card because it's $5. Most bars have a minimum of 10 or higher on a credit card. So like if somebody gives you like a $20, $100 or whatever, check that shit because sometimes it's fucking fake. Most of the time it's fake.
Well, we just taught y'all how to rob banks and check for counterfeit money. All right.
There you go.
So that's a great show.
And enjoy.
Don't forget, if you live in Houston or Missouri City, I'm having my Christmas party December 6th from 8 to 11. At the end of this show, though, it'll be a clip of my new podcast, We the Viewers, with Christy. So that'll be at the end of this show. So don't click off immediately. Wait a couple of minutes and it'll pop up so you can hear a clip. I'm NatoyaEbony on all social media. It's Recovering Party Girls on everything but Twitter. It's Party Girls Pod. That's what it is.
My name is Miss Cool in the City. I'm really not on Twitter. But shout out to Lemonade Talk Podcast. They did shout us out, and they gave us nothing but good compliments. They told me that they started their podcast because we started ours. And
cute.
I thought that was really nice. So shout out to those lovely girls. Lemonade Talk podcast. I told them that I was going to shout them out. They were so sweet, and I really enjoyed their show. Shout out to J Can, the real J Can. He is an up-and-coming comedian. He was just at the Arena Theater. He had opened up for Michael Blackson. Y'all need to be on the lookout for him because he is doing really great things. He's from that Nauf and Acres Home. And I just want to shout him out because he is a big supporter of the podcast as well. And just thank you everybody who sends comments and DMs. Shout out to everybody who sent me a DM about the Selena trailer that came out on Netflix. I'm really excited about it, but again, I'm kind of optimistic because, you know, there's only one Selena opposite of Selena, which is Jennifer Lopez to me. So I'm very, very, very kind of like, you know, I don't know how I feel about it, but I'm excited. Y'all know I love Selena. And again, thank you to everybody that sent me links to the Netflix. I appreciate you guys. Y'all know that I love Selena. And, you know, she is from the tourist capital of the world, which is Corpus Christi, which is where I'm from. So, thank you guys. And
we'll see you guys.
That's all the fuck I have to say. Goodbye.
Bye. Oh, well, actually, wait. But yeah, bye.
It's a different world. My girlfriend. Watch out, world, I'm grown now. I'm grown. Is the TV on? Oh.
I don't know what to say. I was going to say, hey, well, hey, girl, hey, because that's how over-recovering party girl. So
You can still say it.
I can say, hey, girl, hey.
You can say,
Okay.
hey, girl.
Okay, well, hey, girl, hey.
Hey, girl, hey.
Hi. I'm still shocked we're doing this.
I know.
Okay, so I told y'all last week on Recovering Party Girls that I was starting a new podcast called We the Viewers. So if you're listening, that means you probably listen to Recovering Party Girls. So thank you. And it's all about TV. Mm-hmm. We're reviewing TV shows, our favorite movies.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure it's going to be a whole bunch of throwback shit.
Yep.
Because I love a good Martin, Jamie Foxx, Chelsea Parker show.
Different world.
Oh, a different world. Clearly. So, this is the intro. This is not going to be like most of the shows. This is kind of like an intro to why we're here, what we'd like. And you guys feel free to hit us up on We the Viewers Pod on Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook to let us know what shows you're watching so we can maybe watch them too and talk about them. And I'm actually shocked because the person that's doing the show is my friend Christy. And if anybody knows Christy, this ain't Christy's thing. So
I'm shocked too. It's a lot of prayer and meditation.
And you can always quit.
Sangria.
You can quit whenever you like, sis. I literally tell her this every 5 seconds because I get it. So, basically, the show is just us reviewing our favorite shows. If anybody knows me or Christy, we literally probably between the two of us watch everything. We never agree on anything. Her favorite episodes are never mine.
Agreeing on stuff.
Okay, but you like episodes that I just don't understand.
That is a different.
And you don't like. Oh, you listen. Okay, hold on. Let me get my bearings. So This Is Us had an episode where Kate's son found out Kate found out her son was blind. Christy sends me a text and says Kate was being too emotional.
Because Kate is always emotional.
You just say you don't like Kate.
And if you don't know what we're talking about Kate on This Is Us.
This Is Us from NBC's This Is Us with Sterling Brown, Mandy Moore. It comes on Tuesday nights at
Kalichi Watts.
Love her. Watson.
Yeah.
They have. I don't know the kids' names, but the kids are incredible on the show. It comes on Tuesday nights on NBC. Is it 8 o'clock our time?
It's It's 8 o'clock our
It's
time.
8 o'clock our
9
time.
o'clock Eastern time.
Yeah, we live in Houston, so it's 8 o'clock Central Time. But so she sends me a text, and she acted disgusted because this lady was crying because she found out her son was blind.
No, because it wasn't that. It's just Kate is like really dramatic, and she's like,
Her son blind,
she's
nigga.
a self-loather. My thing was, Kate, your son is blind, and I'm sure that I know that's difficult, but there are worse things that your son could be dealing with. And it's just like, girl, you're in there. Y'all are going through therapy or whatever.
But you was just like
get
she
your
was
head in the game.
No, you said she was too emotional. And I'm like, and then I sent her text back, was like, I don't think she was emotional. I would have cried. Because the reason Kate cried was because that's when she realized that she loves, I guess, the Steelers. And she realized he couldn't watch the Steelers with her because that's not things you think of when you're having a kid.
I didn't know that because I was working during the
Well, you know what? You know what?
I just saw her crying. And I was just like, oh my
Wow.
gosh, Kate is always crying. Damn.
Wow. What happened was she got a bigger screen TV because she wanted him to sit next to her and watch the Steelers game, and she was going to explain football to him. And then it dawns on her that he can't see the football game.
Okay.
And that's why she cried.
I didn't know that. And so
Bitch, when you text me.
I'm not that insensitive. I didn't know that. I missed all of that. I just thought that she was with the doctor and they were going over stuff, and it was just like, okay, Kate.
But still, but for me, even though that's not the worst of the worst for your children, that's still an adjustment because now you know your kid's gonna be different, and you're just like, why is she crying? I was like,
definitely,
he's blind.
But and when we talk about 90s shows, they had a lot of teachable moments, and I appreciate the fact that even though they had teachable moments, they could still make an episode funny.
Okay, so we talked about this on Recovering Party Girls. Chrissy likes when Gina gets A's on a different world.
She did not get A's on a different world. She had AIDS, and she expressed that. But leading up to Josie revealing her HIV status, Whitley had decided that she was going to lose her virginity to Dwayne Wayne.
I'm depressed.
And they were like, she had like the lingerie, and they were like, well, what about STDs? And she was like, why bring the florist into this? And when Jaleesa,
that's funny.
When Jaleesa tried to give her a condom, she was like, no, you keep it closed. Like, that's hilarious. When they're in Whoopi Goldberg's class, and Whoopi
Goldberg and Keenan Ivory Wayans were both professors at a different world.
When they're in Whoopi Goldberg's class, and Whoopi Goldberg gives them the assignment that they need to write out their what's it called?
Obituaries. That's so depressing. Who gives an assignment like that?
Was like, must we dwell on death on Dwayne Wayne's birthday? Hilarious.
No. But overall, it's a Debbie Downer episode.
It is a good episode. And, we needed that episode back in the 90s. No, because people thought that HIV was just for gays and for drug users. And when Josie said she had HIV, Whitley was like, that's a nasty woman's disease.
Whitley is so trash.
And then that also made Dwayne and Ron go back and look at the women that they had slept with, and they found out, but we don't see this. Like, you gotta watch like Netflix or Hulu to see like the
extended version.
Yeah,
no, it's not even Netflix. They took
Netflix was showing the scene.
They were. It's not on Netflix now because I don't know why Netflix got rid of A Different World, but you can watch A Different World on Amazon Prime, and they have like the full episode. Yeah, because you miss like 2 minutes of every episode.
And Ron and Dwayne found out that they had slept with the same girl on different occasions, and the girl told both of them that she was a virgin, and neither one of them used a condom with her.
I never fully.
Yes,
girl. Josie got AIDS. That's all I needed.
And like I said, Josie, she was watching out for the students of Hillman because she could have been doing the butt at Kappa Alpha New House during the house parties. She could have been telling them it feels good when they asked her if the rhythm feels good to her baby. What she could say was, baby. But she didn't. Josie worked. Josie went to class. Josie went home. It's not her fault the kid gave her AIDS. Like, it's not her fault.
I think Big Brother Almighty gave Josie AIDS. I feel like she was at That's not. I was about to call it something
Okay,
else.
maybe Big Brother.
What was that mission? She was at Mission College and got A's from Big Brother Almighty.
I could see that.
And then she
happening.
transferred to him, man.
But then,
Because I like to keep my people together.
So he must have used the condom with Whitley then.
Yeah,
because
he did.
Because Whitley was a little older, and Whitley was like, "I know you've been running up
Strap
and all
up.
these women, but with me, when you get to me,
strap.
Yeah, so she couldn't help it. She can't help it that she was that
episode is still so depressing though. She is a fucking kid with AIDS. Like, really think about that.
But it happened.
It does happen, but I'm just saying that's
people were getting blood transfusions and stuff. Like,
girl, them blood transfusions was taking people the hell out.
Sad. And we needed those episodes. And
so essentially Josie having AIDS on a different world is like Magic Johnson coming out with his AIDS. It's all for the culture.
It is. And Tisha Campbell really deserved an Emmy off of that.
Tisha really, honestly, I mean, okay, that none of the teachable episodes on a different world are my favorite episodes. Like Christy love
you like when Gina getting beat by her boyfriend.
Is that a teachable episode or was that not comedy?
It is. How you gonna say it's a comedy? He said some her. She was like, the mirror. Maybe you should take a look at it. And she took her glasses off and had that big ass black eye.
I'm sorry, Gina being beat is sad. But 99% of that episode is funny. That was the only part that I was just like, damn, he really was beating her.
When she went to the studio, and he was like, I promise I'm never put my hands up again.
I think I can't take it seriously because Gina DeVoe was played by what's her name?
Asia Sanders.
So a part of me can't.
Gina stood up for her friends.
It was when Jada Pinkett came in as Lena. And was like, where they at? Like, okay, so girl.
I just got into it with some girls from the other door.
Where they at? Gina was trying to hide her black eye over her hair. And it was just that whole scene with her and Jada that's still funny to me. Because Jada was ready. And Jada is all of like 4 fucking 11. It was ready to box. And it was just the way she kept holding her hair and eye that
the most cringe-worthy scene of that episode was and like a sucker, you walk around, and like a sucker,
you going damn. That is such a that's a funny episode. I'm sorry, it is. Even just everything about it. It's Freddie like trying to tell them don't get their ass beat.
Willie had a talk with Gina, and Gina was like, but you always have somebody. And Whitley was like, I do. Myself.
I can't even take Whitley seriously because Whitley was so self-absorbed. So it's like, and her name is Whitley. It's like, of course, Whitley. Of course. Of course.
But how could you look? The Now I'll Lay Me Down to Sleep episode had way more funnier.
No, it did not. She had AIDS. AIDS is overall. When the girl, I don't even like that girlfriend's episode when all girl get AIDS. When Kimberly Elise?
Kimberly Elise. But she took Snook Boogie, whatever his next
nigga, them AIDS episodes really be like, damn, AIDS out here running rampant.
But we needed them. We
did
and
because
it's a shame because people still out here busting it open, raw dogging and stuff with people that they don't even know because they don't think that they could get HIV. But look, Josie had it. And she looked.
I mean, that's very true.
Girl,
AIDS runs the hell. You know what? And you don't watch How to Get Away with Murder.
Mm-mm.
I need to rewatch the last couple of episodes. So you don't watch it, but Connor, I can't think of his boyfriend's name. Connor dates this guy who's HIV positive. It comes out on the show because they're gay. They both get tested. Connor doesn't have AIDS, but the boyfriend does. They still end up together. They get married. He's taking PrEP. He's a PrEP or whatever. And they do the precautions. Well, now fast forward 2 seasons later, they're on a dating app trying to have a threesome with somebody. And the AIDS was never brought up. And that kind of bugged me a little bit. Like for the writers and for the show, it was kind of like, to me, like, I didn't forget he had AIDS. Why are y'all as a couple and somebody's HIV positive, why are y'all on like a Tinder app trying to meet somebody to have a threesome with? And And maybe because I was watching How to Get Away with Murder the past 2 or 3 episodes, but I was doing something while I was watching. So excuse me if they like had a conversation and I missed it. But I remember like going away like, wait, Connor's boyfriend got AIDS and y'all on the Tinder app looking for a threesome.
AIDS or HIV?
I'm sorry, HIV. That's incorrect of me.
And then I guess maybe they're also insinuating that if he is like taking his meds and stuff, you know, after a certain point, it can become undetectable. And so,
I guess so. I mean, and excuse me for saying AIDS. It definitely was HIV, but but that still kind of just rubbed me the wrong way a little bit because I just feel like if I was sexually active with somebody, if they were HIV positive, even if it's not detected, I need to know that you're HIV positive at some point. Because I get that at some point it can be undetectable, and I know people who I know like a couple of people who are positive and it's not detectable now, but it's just, I still just kind of think it's something you should tell a person. And I don't know why that episode really rubbed me the wrong way. Not because he's HIV positive. I care less about that.
It's because they weren't.
But it was just like, what? It felt like there should be a dialogue when you try to have a threesome with somebody.
Well, Josie told.
At the end of the day, Josie did what she was supposed to do.
Josie told, and she was curving niggas left and right. That was like, Josie, you come sit the cap out for new party. Nah, I'm good.
Josie really did, and you know what? I think they do like a guest appearance Emmy or Oscar. Oh, what is it? Emmy?
Guest appearance. She definitely. Diane Carroll should have got one.
Diane Carroll, Patti LaBelle as Dwayne Wayne. You know who else should have got one? And it's an episode you like and I hate it too. You like that one with because you love a lot of episodes. The Blair Underwood one, is that one of yours?
No.
He should have got one though.
Yeah,
because I watched it maybe a couple of weeks ago, and I was just like,
he brought out something in Dwayne's character.
It was just, I guess I watched it and never paid attention, but I was like, damn, they took that picture, the way they took that picture, it's like they knew that was the last picture, as if he was gonna die in the war. And I was just like, damn, this is a sad ass episode.
Well, I don't watch it. I mean, I watched the episode, but it's not one of my favorites.
So what are your top? You got 5 or 3?
Those, of course, the Josie one, the Gina one.
Gina's good.
The Gladys Knight one.
Gladys.
Yeah. Damn, it's just all be coming at me so quick. Did somebody say ho? That's
because you know I be into my studies. Listen, if y'all have Amazon Prime, please watch A Different World. Not first season, that's terrible. Start on the second season. A Different World is a gem.
Damn, so that's 4. I gotta think about my.
Are you the one who like the crisscross episode?
It's not my top one, but I enjoy the crisscross episode. I watch it.
I hate you. I turn the TV when I see crisscross.
It's not my top one.
I turn the TV when I see crisscross.
Damn, I have to think about like what are my favorite episodes? Like what's my 5th favorite episode? But I mean, even though it's not like my favorite episode, the wedding episode is definitely
that's
classic.
iconic.
Yeah, like
it's not my favorite episode, but if I see the clips, I will watch.
Yeah, it's an iconic episode. So, but other than that, like I really have to think about my last one because. Yeah, but the only episode that I know, besides the first season, I don't watch that. The one episode that I really do not like and I do not watch is the one where they try to give Ron like a spinoff, I guess.
When he had the car dealership one? Oh, they can kill that one.
Yeah, nah.
Because I think...
I will not watch that one.
I think my favorite episode was when Tupac came, Piccolo came.
I like the En Vogue one, too.
Okay. I'll watch it. I ain't my favorite. So the Piccolo episode, the Gladys, which is sister. It's not sister. The Gladys episode. What was that titled? The Gladys Knight episode. I can't pick a Keanu episode, but it's about. I can. When they actually had to do the game show. Nah, I'm kind of torn. So I'm gonna say Keanu for number 3, but that goes for either the game show one when they were like trying to battle the other college which Keanu went to, or when they did the anniversary party.
I knew you were gonna say anniversary
because
party.
they did an anniversary
so
party for 6
stupid.
months. It was stupid.
It was stupid.
Whitley should have showed up in a red dress. It was 6 months. Who gives a fuck?
Keanu was just.
But why 6 months?
She needs to get out.
And it had a theme. They had a whole theme for 6 months.
Yeah.
Like what?
Oh, a 5th one would be when Ron's sister comes to visit, and
That was a good one.
Yeah, and Whitley finally picks her major.
So I said Keanu.
Tupac.
Gladys, Tupac. I got 2 more.
I thought you liked the Stepping Stone one.
I do, but I don't think.
And did somebody say ho? I thought that.
Don't somebody say ho was definitely in there. So that's 4.
And did you say the Gina one?
Damn it, it's the Gina one too. Ah, there's so many though. Cause I feel like I really like that episode where Whitley and Freddie go to the Dean house.
Oh yeah,
That's a good one.
That episode. I like.
Cause
That's
you know, a different world hit they like. If y'all watch TV as much as we do, you'll realize when TV shows hit their stride. And A Different World hit their stride around 3rd season. Mm-hmm. And I feel that way about any show. Jamie Foxx, they hit their stride when they changed the foyer to marble and they put on them blue outfits. Mm-hmm. They hit their stride. Steve Harvey hit their stride when Levita Alizé Jenkins was added. And then they hit their stride for real.
When Lydia Liza Gutman.
When Lydia Liza Gutman was a time on that show. What season was she on though? Was that 4? How many seasons did that show have?
I think I want to say 3rd because the first season they had the
girls
on there,
and then the second one had the girl from another IRT. She looks like Lila Rashawn to me.
And I think Lydia came in towards the end of the 2nd or something. But then 3rd, she was in there.
When did Levita come?
2nd season.
Oh, okay. I be getting that confused. They hit their stride then too.
Yeah. The Wayans brothers hit their stride once they got rid of Lila Rashawn's character.
Don't do sis like.
I mean, I love Lila Rashawn, but like that
don't do Legend Rashawn Fuqua.
That first season, I was just like, it's just kind of like,
Lila Rashawn Fuqua is it.
But you know what show was good? Like
the entire time?
Well, no. Between the 1st, the 3rd or 4th season, and then it was just kind of like, Fresh Prince.
That is true. Fresh Prince had better episodes early on. And I think because with them, Aunt Viv was a force. Mm-hmm. They make that, like, I didn't mind them changing. Whatever happens and they change people is whatever. But I hate when they change characters and actually change the character. Yeah. And they did that with my wife and my kids. All right, guys. Thank you so much for listening. We the Viewers airs every other Monday. You can follow us on We the Viewers Pod on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Catch the newest episode, like I said, this Monday. You guys have a wonderful Thanksgiving weekend because I believe Recovering Party Girls will be back after that. So you guys enjoy. Bye.